So, welcome to the first episode of the SideLine SitDown. I'm your host, Jacob Larson.
I'm your
This
co-host,
is my co-host, David Fox. This is completely going to be uncut. It's going to be cringe. It's like we're in a ghetto-ass setup.
It's a little sus out here.
It's pretty sus, I agree.
I don't even think I'm the co-host.
He's not even... We don't even know if he's a co-host. I just needed somebody else to talk to.
Yeah,
So, I think for today's topic, we're going to talk about the most underrated teams from the East and West, as well as our most overrated team from the East and West.
Yeah.
So, do you want to start out West or East?
Let's start West.
Start West. Okay. You give me one of your teams first.
Okay.
And
So my first underrated team for the Western Conference, I think, is the Minnesota Timberwolves. They finished
underrated or overrated?
I think they're underrated.
Okay. Yeah,
Definitely
that makes
underrated.
sense. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, they finished 8th last season.
And, with Jimmy Butler being out a lot too, I'm pretty sure.
Exactly, and the difference between 3rd place and 8th place was like 2 or 3 games, so anyone in the West can really compete with each other under the Golden State and Houston, of course.
Agreed, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Pretty much, that 3rd spot is open for anybody. I would say Portland's 3rd best, but we saw what happened in the playoffs last year. Yeah, they got fucking ruined.
Yeah, so I think Minnesota is underrated because I just don't think they get enough credit. I thought they could have put up more games against Houston last year, but obviously there's a lot of inner fighting with Jimmy Butler and Towns and Wiggins. They don't really get along, but those are the 3 best players on the team. So.
Well, they have 3 superstars on that team. Well,
okay, one superstar.
Wait. 2
superstars. I guess Towns is almost a superstar.
Wait.
I don't even know.
Can he be a superstar if he's not a top 2 center in the league?
It depends if you think he's better than Joel Embiid.
I do not.
You don't?
I think Joel Embiid is much better.
Then I think he's just a borderline. He could be a superstar.
Okay, so let's say, so Minnesota's they have superstar Jimmy Butler last season.
Probably the best 2-way shooting guard other than Klay Thompson, maybe.
Agreed, yeah. And then DeRozan I would put 3rd, probably.
DeRozan, yeah, I mean like offense and defense. Yeah. Likewise, yeah.
So they have Jimmy Butler, superstar, we'll say. Karl Anthony Towns, borderline superstar. Super borderline. Andrew Wiggins, yeah. I don't even know. Did Towns really play that well last playoffs, though? No, in the play. Okay, wait. So regular season, he was good. So let's just base it overrated or underrated based off how they did in the playoffs and regular season. Yeah. But say they're say you pick.
I'll still say underrated because I think Houston had a healthy Chris Paul against Timberwolves. Houston won 65 games last season.
Was it Houston versus Timberwolves?
Yeah, Houston beat them 4-1,
I think. Yeah, 4-1.
So that's the only they got knocked out first round. They 2 games out of 3rd place. They could have faced anyone else. They could have got San Antonio first round and made it through.
They
could have put up a better fight against OKC, maybe Pelicans. You know, so I think they got a bit unfortunate with the Jimmy Butler injury.
It's pretty annoying. Yeah, it's pretty unlucky.
Definitely could have made it past the first round.
Well, I know it isn't interesting about that Timberwolves team. I feel like when we talked earlier, I feel like Derrick Rose.
Oh, Derrick Rose is a sleeper pick. Yeah, Derrick Rose was putting up some points in the playoffs.
I agreed. Yeah, even in the preseason, he's been playing fairly good. Yeah. I feel like who do you think's better between Jeff Teague and Derrick Rose?
I think right now, if you want a solid starting point guard, Jeff Teague's been proving himself, but Derrick Rose definitely has a higher skill cap.
Are either of them all-star level players?
Hell no. Not in the Western Conference.
Okay.
No, especially at point guard with Westbrook, Chris Paul, and Steph Curry out there.
Mm-hmm. Well, what if Derrick Rose in the preseason at least has been playing a lot of shooting guard.
Oh, that's true. They still have Jimmy Butler there, but if Jimmy Butler does
that's what I'm thinking. That's what I think they're preparing for. Derrick Rose maybe starting at shooting guard.
It just depends. I think they have a lot of talent on the Timberwolves team. They're pretty young too. Most of their 3 or 4 or 5 best players are in their 20s, early 30s. So if they got team chemistry on order, I think if Andrew Wiggins starts working hard in practice, Jimmy Butler stops complaining and gets the younger guys to work more.
Yeah, show more heart, I guess.
Show more heart, yeah, that's what you said. Yeah. Then I'm pretty sure they could work it out.
Well, because if you think about it, even without Jimmy Butler, Derrick Rose, Jeff Teague, Karl Anthony Towns, Andrew Wiggins, and Taj Gibson. That's a pretty good starting five.
Oh, yeah, Taj Gibson.
That's a good starting
solid rebounding. They can spread the floor. They can shoot.
That's what I mean. That's a good starting five. That's a pretty good starting five.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's
next? Oh, you want to do your next?
So, Minnesota. Underrated.
Who do you think's underrated?
I said Denver Nuggets, I believe, are pretty underrated.
I agree. They're pretty underrated, actually.
Well, they finished, what, 9th last season?
They finished 9th, and they were about 1 game out, which, again, was 3 games away from 3rd.
Yeah, which is...
3 or 4 games, yeah.
Yeah. Well, and they... Who's on this roster? So they have Jamal... Yeah,
Jokic.
Superstar.
Yeah.
Potential superstar.
That guy is good. He just reminds me of Dirk. Like, he can... not just because he's tall and white, but,
Yeah.
he can shoot the 3.
Top 5 center, in my opinion.
He can drive, plays defense. He's solid. He's solid.
His defense is kind of sus, though.
Is it sus?
I think so, yeah.
I don't know, actually. I just assumed he could play defense.
Hell no. Not really. Not really good. Who else? So it's Jamal Murray, I think, is really good.
Jamal Murray's on the come up. Oh, you know who they have on that team?
Gary Harris,
but you know who?
Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah. IT. Yeah, IT. Honestly, I think last year he was just battling a lot of injuries.
Well, and then also, I don't think he fit in the Cavs. Like, they didn't really write up play. Like in the Celtics, Brad Stevens had actually I think he the way he had his team set up was they kind of maneuvered around how liable he is on defense.
I don't think LeBron really pairs well with point guards who don't control and pass.
Well, and he needs the ball a lot of the time too, right?
Because he's a ball dominant guy, and he's more of a scoring point guard than a passing point guard. So playing with LeBron was kind of like they're butting heads and stuff.
Yeah.
So. But I think he could have a breakout. And he averaged 28 points a game.
I think he's coming off the bench too.
He is.
That's a 6th man of the year candidate.
They actually told him there's no way he's starting.
Well, who plays point guard on Denver?
Jamal.
Yeah, no way.
They told him there's no way. He said you're not coming.
Well, he's probably a one and done season. Yeah, he's probably coming to try have a good
to prove himself.
Yeah, have a bench season, maybe go to another kind of not so good team. He would fit perfectly. Okay, I'm not gonna say what team he would fit on yet because I know it's one of your underrated teams. But there's one team I'm thinking of right now he could go to, and that team could be a very
because
good, they need a point guard. Denver. Lit just one spot out of a playoff spot last year. They got Isaiah Thomas coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Jokic is literally insane. He's nasty.
They also have the Porter Jr. He's injured.
Paul Millsap, all-star player.
He's just injured. I think once this young roster comes together, Will Barton,
6th man of the year candidate.
Yeah,
almost 6th man of the year candidate.
They could do really well. They came 9th last year. They're only getting better. The rookie draft this year is really good. So after Porter's injury, we'll see what he does.
Yeah, he is a really good player.
Yeah, so
playoff team or no?
This year, I would say no.
You would say next year. Next year, you think they've got a chance?
I think next year. I think because I don't know how long Porter's out because I feel like they needed that immediate boost, right? Because I feel like everyone in the West just got way better this summer.
Agreed. A lot of
and with LeBron going to the Lakers, it adds another playoff spot that could be taken away.
Yeah, Lakers are looking pretty good. Yeah. Okay, what's your next team in the West?
I'm gonna say underrated. I'm not saying that they're going to make the playoffs, but I don't think they're going to be as bad as everyone says. I think the Phoenix Suns.
That's okay. Yeah. So say what you have to say, and then I'm going to say what I have to say about Phoenix
Suns. Phoenix Suns obviously have Devin Booker. He scored 70 points in a game. He's averaging around 24, 25
22 years old or something.
Yeah, he's young. He can shoot the basketball.
Yeah, he's nasty.
Crazy well. I'm pretty sure they have him. I know he's a shooting guard, but I'm pretty sure he's running the point because they don't have a true point guard.
I think he is. I think he's the most used player. Like if you look at the analytics, I think he's the most. I think he's got the ball the most. I think he sets in the most
really high?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he was very solid last year.
He was. Yeah, he was easily their only really good player. Him and TJ
he's a standout talent. Out of players that are really good on a bad team, he's like top 3 or 4.
Yeah,
for sure.
Agreed. Yeah. Well, and then they have who else? TJ Warren is pretty decent.
TJ Warren is a solid pick. Tyson Chandler is decent.
Tyson Chandler, championship winner.
Yeah, but the main thing that I was going to get at too, before I get into it, Trevor Ariza helps spread the floor more.
Super good player, yeah.
Anytime you have a power forward who can play small forward, who's a big guy who can shoot
threes.
Who can shoot threes.
And he can defend, really good defender.
Because in the NBA today, you have to be able to shoot threes or you're not really going anywhere.
Think about how efficient he was on Houston, and now he's coming to a team where he'll probably shoot more. Like he'll be like Eric Gordon almost, I feel like.
He's going to have, I think, even more of a role on this team.
Eric Gordon in the sense of like how many threes he'll be shooting.
Yeah, the spot-up jump shooter that you run on the corner.
And then he'll just be a really good perimeter.
Yeah, go way better Patrick Patterson.
Oh, God, don't even...
Yeah, way better Patrick Patterson.
Patty P in the 6? Woo! Jeez! Oh, God.
And then last thing I'm going to talk about Phoenix, DeAndre Ayton, first overall draft pick. This guy's...
From what I've seen of his preseason, he's looking
He's solid.
Good.
He can rebound. He can score. Yeah, he's looking like a solid 20.
He's looking at least like a 20 and 10, yeah.
Yeah, this is a very talented draft class. For him to go number one, saying something, he fits in perfectly with Phoenix. All they're missing is a point guard.
Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, we'll never know.
Okay, look, realistically, think about this. DeAndre Ayton, Devin Booker, Trevor Ariza, Ryan Anderson. We didn't even bring him.
Another spot-up shooter.
He'll probably come off the bench, but he'll be good for them. But like next season, if say Isaiah Thomas, he played in Phoenix before too. Maybe he can go back. Wasn't he drafted to Phoenix?
I think it was Phoenix or Sacramento. One of those teams. He bounced around.
Yeah, it's time to come back. Come
home.
If he comes, that's maybe not a playoff team.
Actually, they'll definitely be I think they'll be a contender with Devin Booker's progression.
Once Ayton matures, Ayton will be great. He will be very good.
That's going to be a great duo.
Next team in the West. This is my last one.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't think this team is underrated because they are insane, and I think they're projected to win or come third, and they're in the West, maybe third or fourth. But I feel like nobody talks about them.
Yeah.
Enough.
Okay,
at least,
that would make them underrated, though. Yeah.
Because Utah Jazz.
Utah Jazz.
That team is gonna be.
Yeah, people forget how good those guys are.
That team's gonna be insane.
The fact that they made the playoffs with Gobert injured for most of the season,
and they had a rookie leading them,
and
Ricky Rubio got injured in the playoffs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, in the second round.
Yeah, that's great. That sucks.
Yeah, no.
But they're really good. Ricky Rubio is a solid point guard.
Agreed. He can get you easy 10. He'll get you 10 assists almost a game probably.
He can pass. He plays. I'm pretty sure he plays.
His points are not that great. Like he'll get maybe like 10. But there's a couple games last season. He was getting. I think he got 4 30-point games last season. And when he played in Minnesota, he only got 1, I believe. He got 1 30-point game his whole time with Minnesota, but last year in Utah he got 4 30-point games. So like you said, he's a really good player.
Solid point guard. Then obviously Donovan Mitchell, insane.
He's gonna be a top. He'll probably be a top 15 player this year.
Averaging over around 20 points a game rookie season, throwing 20-something points against Russell Westbrook.
Dunk contest winner.
Yeah, dunk contest winner Paul George. Like he was balling.
Eliminated OKC from the playoffs.
Yes, he was balling out against vets, Carmelo Anthony, Russell Westbrook. Like Donovan Mitchell is that guy. And you know what? People forget too. Rudy Gobert, defensive player of the year,
insanely good player. And he was out. I think I don't remember the exact number. So Utah, when Rudy Gobert came back, like the last little stretch, they went like 32-9 or like 30 something and like
really.
So 30 and
so he's like below huge difference. So he has a huge win share.
Yes,
and he's not the only big man on the team.
I would say some people might not agree, but Rudy Gobert. Top 5 center.
Top 5 center?
He'll get you, not great score. He'll get like 14 points. Defensively, like 3 blocks, 2 blocks a game, and like 12 rebounds. Easy.
Yeah, because he took Defensive Player of the Year over Anthony Davis, Draymond Green,
guys like that. And he's injured half the season. Too,
exactly.
So,
but he's not even their only big man. There's Derek Favors, too, who's actually playing
pretty decent player. They have Jay Crowder coming off the bench. He's a good player.
He's going to have more
Looked horrible on the Cavs. Looks a million times better.
Oh, Joe Ingles.
Joey!
He was locking up PG last year.
Joey's looking fucking good.
He can shoot. He can play defense. He's got heart. He doesn't shy under the pressure.
Looks like a substitute teacher. He's got that
looks like the most average-looking guy you could ever see.
That's probably why they don't guard him. They're like, what can he do? And they just splash. I swear against the Raptors preseason, he got 25 points. Like 9 threes.
Oh, yeah. No, he's
pretty good player.
Okay, so we're going to move on from to the East?
Yeah, so that's the West. So what was it? Minnesota, underrated. Denver, Utah, and Phoenix.
Yeah.
Do you want to do a quick overrated team? Well, we're on the topic.
While we're in the West?
Yeah, let's talk about our overrated team.
Jacob did the team for the West, and I picked the team for the East for overrated, and he's going to go with.
Okay, so who did I say for the West again? Sorry?
Lakers.
Okay. This is going to cheese people, I feel like. So I said the Lakers are overrated.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Only because they didn't make playoffs last year. They won, 33 games?
We don't really know how good they are because Lonzo was injured for a lot of the season.
He's still injured right now. He hasn't played. Did he play in the preseason?
Actually, he played a couple games, I think. I'm not sure. I think he played 1 or 2 games. Yeah, he played a game.
A preseason game?
Yeah, because I remember.
He must have,
yeah.
But, Lonzo Ball, he was a good rookie. Like, he almost averaged. He averaged 10, 7, and 7.
Yeah.
He's okay. He'll probably be pretty good this year. Kyle Kuzma's really good, but he's just a rookie. Well, he
just came off
second year.
Brandon Ingram is really good.
I agree. I think Brandon Ingram's going to have a good year. But the thing is, it's like, when you're talking about all these players, like, are they better than Denver? Even with LeBron? Like, okay, look at this. It's like JaVale McGee, Rondo, LeBron.
Lance.
Lance Stevenson and
I think it mostly depends. It's just that we see the potential for the Lakers. We're not going to say there's no way I'm saying the Lakers are not going to make. They'll make the playoffs 100%.
Yeah, I agree.
They have the best player in the world.
And you want to know what's sad? Like I say they're overrated, but I can still see them making Western Conference Finals. That's why it's weird to explain how they're overrated.
Well, the thing is, I think they're overrated too because LeBron is the best, definitely the best.
That's why they're going to go to the Western Conference Finals.
LeBron has been getting his ass whooped by the Western Conference for years.
Yeah.
He's 3-6 in the NBA Finals. Now that's not to his own fault. He's been winning the Eastern Conference, but
he's
not
been
the West.
Killing the, not even
murdering the Eastern Conference, but the Western Conference is not the Eastern Conference. Like 4 teams could go to the finals.
Well, that's the thing. I feel like off the top of my head, I can name a couple teams. Like I think so. Here's the thing. I see the Lakers finishing as like 5th seed. I feel like that's overrated to talk about a team that can go to the Western Conference.
But Finals. It's true because even in the regular season, the Cavs last year, they won the East, but they came like...
See, I would say the Cavs last year, underrated team.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Let's.
We'll see how the Lakers gel together this season, and we'll see in the playoffs how LeBron fares against the West. Plus the young guys
They
in the
just
playoffs.
Scream, like, out of every team in the West, they just... When I think overrated, that's the team I initially like.
Because they have guys like Rondo and Lance who can play in the playoffs, but
well, and it's also how do you go from a team that didn't
never made the playoffs to just winning in the playoffs, right? Like
they haven't made the playoffs in a long
serious.
time, yeah. Well, they have their starting lineup like JaVale, LeBron,
those guys, but the thing
Rondo.
Those are the vets though, like the young guys who have the most potential. Lonzo hasn't seen a playoff
Kuzma,
game. Ingram haven't played, so we just want to see how they play. So we're gonna say overrated because people are trying to say they're the second best team in the West.
Agreed.
So they would definitely be overrated because they're still Houston.
Yeah.
They're still OKC. They're still the Pelicans. They're still
Golden State. Utah is better.
Like there's definitely teams that are better than Lakers.
Okay, there's another team I want to say in the underrated category, but maybe we'll leave that.
Oh, we'll save it. Okay. So you want to go to the East now?
Yeah, let's do our East overrated, underrated.
Okay, so I'll start.
Start with underrated.
Yeah, so for my first underrated team, say the Washington Wizards.
Yeah, that team's crazy. That team's stacked.
The Washington Wizards.
And nobody talks about them except Stephen A. Smith for some reason. He loves them.
Yeah, it was unfortunate because I think John Wall was injured for a good portion of the season last year. So they ended up facing the Raptors, who, in my opinion, were the best team in the East. We're not going to talk about what happened with Cleveland, but before that, they got swept.
I felt like they might.
They were the best team in the East. They won the Eastern Conference. So Washington bounced to 8th place. So they got on. I think they definitely.
John Wall was injured a lot of that time. Right?
Yeah.
Is that what you said already?
Yeah, he was injured for a lot of last season. They were definitely a top 4 seed in the East last year if they didn't get injured.
Oh, easily. Yeah, that's a really hard 1st seed, 8th seed.
Yeah, because John Wall is now. I'd say is he the best? He's probably the 2nd best point guard in the Eastern Conference.
He's top 3 for sure.
He's top 3. Him, Lowry, and Kyrie. Obviously, Kyrie's probably
in the East. I don't know. Kemba's up there too.
I wouldn't put Kemba over John.
Okay,
Wall.
wait. Let's not get into this debate now.
But yeah, there's Kemba. But John Wall's one of the best point guards in the East. All debatable.
Agreed. Yeah,
that's
undebatable.
Yeah, and then Bradley Beal. It's crazy.
Get the dogs out of here. Go on, upstairs.
Okay, so Bradley Beal is obviously a solid shooting guard last year.
All-star, yeah.
Yeah, he fouled out in that one playoff game. He was torching the Raptors. He had over 30 points, and he was leading the game in scoring, I think.
But he also had a game where he got, like, below 10 points, and DeRozan was splashing
he's not
on him.
super consistent in the playoffs, but he has won playoffs.
And he's an all-star caliber player.
He's definitely an all-star caliber
He's probably an
player.
all-star again this year.
One of the best shooting guards in the East, for sure.
Top... I don't even really know who's shooting guards in the East.
Actually,
DeRozan's not in the East anymore.
Actually, he might be the best shooting guard in the East. Who else is in the East?
There's somebody we're forgetting.
There's definitely... Nope. I'm looking at the teams right now, and I don't think any of these teams have a shooting guard
in the East.
No, none of these teams have a best shooting guard.
Not even... Boston doesn't have a good shooting guard?
It's Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown is...
He's good, but he's not better than Brown.
So, yeah, Washington... Who else does Washington have? They have Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
Only problem is injuries. Dwight Howard his whole career. But last year, he was putting up solid numbers. I think he had a game where he had 30 points and 30 rebounds.
Yeah, no, that's
ridiculous.
Yeah. And you get rid of, what was their other... Gortat.
That is a huge upgrade.
Yeah.
Plus, Otto Porter is an efficient scorer. He doesn't put up like 20, 30 points a game, but he'll give you 15.
He can, though. He can.
He's capable, but he'll give you 15 points off like 60.
That team has 4 guys that potentially can go off
Yeah.
Like John Wall can go off, Bradley Beal, Dwight, Otto Porter, Kelly Oubre. I feel like
Kelly Oubre can the pretty boy
yeah, he can have a good game.
And that's not even including maybe if Austin Rivers decides to play basketball this year. We'll see. But
they have Austin Rivers.
Yeah, I remember Doc traded his son over there.
Oh yeah, he's like, fuck, you stink. Damn. Is that all you wanted to say about them? What's their bench like? I don't really know anything about their bench.
Like?
Yeah, that could be the only thing maybe.
Pretty sure. I have no idea who the bench is.
Kelly Oubre is
Oh yeah, Kelly Oubre comes off the bench. Mark
Morris is decent.
Probably a defender, I'm guessing.
It's a decent, whatever.
That's they're a decent team, but
starting lineup's super good.
Yeah, honestly, in the NBA, a good bench is good, but if you have 7 or 8 guys, that's who's gonna play in the playoffs anyways.
Exactly. So, yeah, elite. I'd say they're an elite team in the East easily.
For sure. Okay, so who is your next underrated team in the East?
I think I'll talk about. Okay, I have 2. I think I'll talk about the Heat first.
You want to talk about
the Miami Heat? Yeah, I think that team. Here's the thing with that team though too. They have a chance to get Jimmy Butler, which would make them go from underrated to just like an elite.
Apparently,
good
though,
team.
I think trade talks went down. Like in this article, it says Riley refutes reports. Oh no! He said he didn't say that. Okay, so cool.
Well, the thing is, their starting lineup's pretty good. They have Dragic.
Dragic is Dragic is very underrated.
Yeah, he's an underrated player on an underrated team.
Yeah, he's very underrated.
Whiteside is really good. He didn't really play last year, but I think he'll be...
Yeah, I think if him and Eric Spoelstra work out their differences, because Whiteside is a great shot blocker, I think he's just...
Super good defender, yeah.
He's also very full of himself.
He thinks he's a top 3 center.
Yeah, so I think if he humbles
himself... He could be a top 3 center, but he just is not right
if he was more humble, and the thing is, Dwayne Wade's back.
Oh yeah, D-Wade coming off the bench.
No, I don't know. He said he wants to start, and I don't see any shooting guard starting over D-Wade anyway.
He could be a starter.
Yeah, Waiters is it depends on how he's.
I think they're shopping him right now, but
yeah.
They have another good player. I think's pretty good is Wayne Ellington. They have
Ellington,
3-point shooter.
And it's good that Wade's back too, not just for Wade to play, but so he can mentor the team. They can just build.
They also have that really young guy, Bam Adebayo or something. I can't remember his name. I can't remember how to pronounce it.
It's Adebayo, I think.
Yeah, he's surprised. Like he's gonna be pretty good, I think, this season. He's a good center.
Yeah, they're a solid team. They put up some good games last year.
They're a playoff team in the East, easily.
Yeah, because
people sleep on them a bit.
last year in the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're a bit they're underrated, but they're still not like a top.
They're not a top team, but they're definitely a sleeper team.
I'd say 5 to 8th seed.
Yeah, because the East sucks too. So
there's there's only a couple really good teams in the East.
Yeah, they could definitely sneak into the playoffs.
I agree. Oh, they're a playoff team. That's why I think they're underrated. Like if they weren't a playoff team, then I wouldn't say they're underrated. Because
but they are a playoff team and no one cares about them, so they're definitely underrated.
Yeah.
Okay, so my next team I'll go with is Detroit. Now Detroit's been an interesting team. I think they were close to making the playoffs last year, and they just had a huge drop off. I don't know.
Didn't they win their first 5 games with Blake Griffin?
They were killing Reggie Jackson. Everyone was killing, and then eventually they just
came back down to earth. Yeah,
they made it. They're in that far out of the Eastern Conference, but if you don't make the
I think they were 9th. They were 9th.
Yeah, but if you don't make the playoffs in the East, your team sucks. But the thing is, with teams getting worse in the East and better in the West, and they have a new start. They got Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin averaged over 20 points in his rookie season. I think he made the All-Star team.
He did make the All-Star
team. He was an amazing player.
He got injured. Yeah.
So, and plus, I'm pretty sure him and Chris Paul and those guys had a lot of problems in fighting and stuff.
Yeah. Well, Blake Griffin's probably the best player on that Detroit team.
Yeah, if we don't count Andre Drummond.
I think he's better than Andre Drummond.
Andre Drummond, yeah. He's definitely better than Andre Drummond. He hasn't been super consistent, but he has the potential to be one of the best players.
Blake Griffin has every tool you would need to be a insanely good player.
Yeah, I think he's an all-star in the East easily.
Easily, yeah. Super easily. Yeah. Him and DeAndre Jordan are probably both all-stars in the East.
You mean Andre Drummond?
Andre Drummond, yeah. Who did I say? DeAndre Jordan?
They kind of play the same, so
yeah,
I know what you're saying, yeah. Andre Drummond can pull out 16 rebounds a game. So that's a strong front court.
Reggie Jackson's he's okay. Ish Smith, he's okay.
Yeah, he's okay. They have Zaza now.
I'm worried when they play the Raptors.
Oh, Andrew Kawhi.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
Honestly, pretty much Detroit just needs their wing players to develop and their point guards to develop, but their front court, it's sort of like playing with the Pelicans before. They had Boogie and they had Anthony Davis. They had those two
superstar
good all-star front court players, and then they just have to. We'll see who rises.
Pretty suspect backcourt.
But I think they're definitely underrated only because they're in the East. If they're in the West, I'd say they're just gonna get killed. But And Dwayne Casey coached the Raptors to
Coach of the Year.
Coach of the Year.
That got fired. Makes no sense, but okay.
Well, so Coach of the Year over there, so they definitely have the potential to be great.
I agree. Yeah, Detroit's definitely an underrated team. What's the next team?
Okay, let's see.
The next team. Oh yeah, I don't even know if this team's really that underrated anymore. But the Pacers.
I think they're underrated. I don't think anyone's talking about the Pacers. I think they're underrated.
They should see the thing. I find they're not talking about the Pacers. They're talking about Victor Oladipo.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like that.
He's a shooting guard, no?
He has a shooting guard.
Yeah, he's an easy all-star shooting
guard.
Oh, no, he's probably the best shooting guard.
He's the best shooting guard.
He's easily the best shooting guard.
He's I'd put him over Bradley Beal.
Same, easily. For sure.
I think that this team has a lot of guys who are just underappreciated.
Miles Turner.
Sabonis is
very underappreciated. Good. I remember fantasy last year. Yeah, him so good.
He's a steal. Tyreek Evans is over here now. He put up great numbers on.
Whoa! Tyreek Evans is on Pacers.
Yep.
Is he the starting point guard?
I guess. I don't think he's played yet. So, yeah.
Okay, wait. Before we talk about that, Tyreek Evans, Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Got injured.
Injuries. Yeah.
But rookie season, 20 points, like 5 assists, 5 rebounds.
Yeah, and I had him on fantasy last year. He was putting up like 20 points,
the same amount of
He's putting up those stats on. Yeah. He's playing on a bad team, but he was still putting up numbers against Western Conference.
He's going to be good this season. I didn't know they have him. That makes them even better.
Yeah, exactly. Plus they have Darren Collison's
yeah, he's a good player.
And Bogdanovich. I like that guy.
So do I.
He can shoot.
So yeah.
He can shoot. Like I'm pretty sure he was a rookie actually.
Bogdanovich?
No, he definitely was not a rookie.
No, he was not.
He wasn't. He's just a young guy. He's just underrated.
Mm-hmm. Who else?
There's a guy on this team.
Oh, there's one other player on this team. Oh, what's his name again?
Thaddeus Young.
Yeah. He's like not insane, but as far as bench players go, he's pretty elite bench player.
Yeah, he's good. Plus, they have a decent starting backup point guard in Corey Joseph. He'll go on there. He'll just not turn the ball over and pass the ball around.
That's true, yeah.
He's just sort of that guy you just trust with the ball. He's not going to give you like 50
He'll get you
points.
like 10 points maybe.
Yeah,
10 points,
he's up there.
He's decent. Yeah, actually, you know what? In terms of backup point guards, he's okay.
Yeah, he's okay.
He's pretty good.
So we're almost done. We just have the
overrated for the East.
And we're going to go with the this might be controversial because of one of the players on the team again.
I agree, yeah.
But we think that Milwaukee is overrated. And I definitely agree Milwaukee is way overrated.
Yeah.
Giannis is an amazing player in the NBA. He's definitely top 10 player in the NBA, maybe top 8. I don't even I have to name most of the best players in the West.
Yeah, he's good.
But come on, like he still has no jump shot. And you need a jump shot in the NBA.
He doesn't have one yet.
Yeah.
I feel like he will have.
Yeah, I think he's developing a jump shot, so we don't know he's going to come out with this season. Because usually it's one thing if you don't have a jump shot, you're like a center or something, but he has the ball in his hands a lot.
Yeah,
so
he always has the ball, yeah.
But he's still crazy good. But the rest, other than Antetokounmpo, like the only other good player really to me is Chris Middleton.
Chris Middleton's good. You want to know why I think they're overrated? Their starting 5 is very good.
You think so?
Eric Bledsoe,
Lopez. I don't think Eric Bledsoe's good. I don't know. For you to get cooked by Terry Rozier.
Okay, yeah, that's bad.
Come on, Terry Rozier.
And then you pretended you didn't know who he was. Okay, that's bad. Yeah. Okay, wait. That aside. That aside, let's their starting lineup. This is their starting. Eric Bledsoe, good.
Yeah.
Malcolm Brogdon, Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Who else is on this team? Brooke Lopez is their new center. They just got Brooke Lopez.
Oh, they got Brooke Lopez.
Yeah. Obviously, Giannis.
You have Ilyasova and Henson. They have some guys.
Tony Snell, he's okay.
But honestly, to me, I don't think those guys are solid players in the East, but to me, they're not all-stars. Like Chris Middleton
he's
and Giannis.
He's a potential all-star now, though. Chris Middleton?
Oh, Chris Middleton. No, I said other than Chris Middleton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But they're...
Yeah, Eric Bledsoe's not an all-star
player. They're not... The reason I would say they're overrated, too, is because last year in the playoffs...
They came 8th again last season. They came... Oh, no, they came 7th, didn't they?
They came 7th.
7th or 6th?
No, they won the first round, I think.
No, they got eliminated to Boston in the first round.
Oh, yeah, that was first round. Yeah, they
came 2nd.
They came 7th then.
7th, yeah. Well, here's the thing. 7th. Last year they came 7th, and the season before that they came 8th, and they've been eliminated in the first round twice in a row.
Yeah, exactly. So until Giannis wins a playoff series to me, and also...
I agree. You know what? If this season is probably... They're going to be better, but I still haven't seen enough of the team to be like, yeah, they're good.
Exactly. And they could have definitely beat Boston. Come on, Boston's two best players.
They didn't even have Kyrie and Hayward.
And Hayward were out.
Well, Hayward's probably not even their second best player anymore.
No, Hayward can ball, I'm telling you.
Yeah, he's nasty.
He can ball. But like Tatum was a rookie. And again,
it's a good team.
Yeah, they have a good team, but you shouldn't have lost to them without their two best players.
Yeah.
With your full roster healthy.
Yeah.
So, you know. So I guess that's all we're going to talk about, huh?
I would say that's it for the Bucks. Because, they're a super good team. They're going to make playoffs. They're going to be good. But it's just like, they're just overrated. Like, they're not going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
They're definitely overrated.
They're not going to the finals. Like, no.
Top four for me has to be Raptors, Boston, Philadelphia, and Washington, in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel like Washington and Pacers are interchangeable.
Yeah, Washington
that's like
and
me.
Pacers are definitely.
That's my exact top four.
Yeah.
Is there another overrated team in the East, or did we already talk about the other one?
Oh, we did one overrated for each conference, and we did about 4 each for underrated. So
I think that's it. Do you want to talk about anything else with these teams? Or?
I think we're good for this segment.
Okay, wait. Before we're done, on each team, I wanna predict who the best player is gonna be. Like from the East, like our two underrated teams, like who the best player is from either of those two teams, if that makes sense.
Oh, you mean the 4 teams?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, sure, we'll go down the list. This shouldn't be that hard.
No.
Denver. Jokic.
Yeah, agreed. He's 100%. The best player.
Utah.
Donovan Mitchell. Yeah. Pacers, Oladipo. That's easy.
Heat.
That's kind of hard.
I'm going to, you know what, I'm gonna say
Dragic.
No, I'm gonna say Dwayne Wade.
Whoa! Hell no!
Nah, I'm gonna say Dwayne Wade. I think it's his last season. I think he's gonna ball out. I believe in him. I'm a Dwayne Wade fan. It's full bias. I'm gonna say
Hassan Whiteside.
I think it's playtime.
He will.
Lakers, LeBron.
That's easy.
Minnesota.
Jimmy Butler, if he stays.
You put Jimmy Butler over at Towns?
Yes.
Yeah, I put Jimmy Butler.
If Jimmy Butler leaves, Towns.
Yeah. Phoenix, Devin Booker.
Yeah.
Wizards, John Wall,
yeah, best player.
John Wall for sure.
Bucks, Chris Middleton. Just kidding, Giannis. Easy.
Yeah. No, definitely Dellavedova. Delly.
Who?
Oh, he's on the Bucks there. Delly, I love that guy.
Jeez.
But Detroit, Blake Griffin over Drummond, or what do you say?
Oh. Yeah. I'd say so.
Yeah,
Drummond can't shoot the three.
He can't shoot a free throw.
Defense is pretty sus.
I think he plays defense.
Yeah, he gets like 16 rebounds because he doesn't play defense on the perimeter.